Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Balm Meditation. My name is Jeff Spikes, and I will be leading us in a meditation where we experience and consider what it is that we put out into the world and how that comes back to us. I'll ask before we get started that if anyone can't hear, to raise your hand, but I think everyone can probably hear. Oh my goodness. Happy Monday, everyone.
Thank you.
One of my favorite meditations that I want to share with everyone today involves the breath, and it involves pushing out through our breath intention. And there's freedom of intention of what you might push out today. I will lead you in suggestions of love or kindness or generosity or forgiveness. But really, any of these ideas of something that might be important for you to put out can be pushed out in our breath and into the universe. And as we push out our breath, I picture a stream of consciousness coming from us. And as we push that stream of consciousness, that becomes the first loop or the beginning of an infinity loop, a figure eight. And that energy naturally flows back through us, flows out into the universe, comes back and flows through us, intersecting in some point. And I invite you to, as we take our first few breaths, to consider where is that intersecting. For some of us today, it might need to intersect in our hearts. I often see it intersecting in my belly, in an umbilical place. For some of us, it might be in our heads for calming, in our minds and in our thoughts. And just consider where that might intersect. Because as we push out a kind, beautiful, healing energy, and it comes back through us, it passes through us and goes out continually again to then loop and come back. I not only consider where it intersects in me, but I consider how this flow and how this path goes through others or past others, and how that energy in someone else's life might affect them. So let's start with 3 really deep, clearing breaths. Just breathe in. Really let the belly fill, the chest fill, and a nice audible exhale. A deep breath in. Nice exhale. And again, deep breath in. And then exhale. And you can begin breathing at a slightly deeper than normal, but an intentional pace of breath. You start by just feeling the breath come in and go out. And as you do this, think about loving kindness. And as you breathe out, feel and sense that energy of loving kindness flow from you out into the universe. Encourage you to think of everyone it might pass, everyone it might go through, everyone's homes that it might go through, all the people in those homes that it might affect, and loving kindness. As we inhale, we feel loving kindness coming back as we continue to think and consider the power of loving kindness and how that might affect a loved one, how that might affect a community, how it might affect the world. As it intersects in this spot that is meant to heal where we need healing, it goes through us and continues on a flow. So as I breathe out the intention of loving kindness. As I breathe in, I can almost feel the pull of loving kindness coming back in. As I breathe out, I continue to have the intention of loving kindness going into the world. Just continue breathing in and out. Maybe we would consider gentleness. We're going to add to our flow this gentleness. Any concerns we have, any thoughts we have, we just approach with gentleness and start breathing out the energy and the thoughts and the intention of gentleness. That gentleness goes out into the people we love, into those that in our communities and in the world. As we breathe in, we feel that gentleness come back. It's nice to be gentle. It's nice to feel the flow of gentleness. As I push gentleness out into the world, I get to be gentle with myself. Gentle as I bring myself out of busied thoughts, worry. Any of these things going on in me, I get to be gentle with myself. Just reminding myself that I can find peace within. As we add peace to this flow, this loop of energy, this infinity loop that just exudes through the entire universe, might begin to take on a glow or a color. Just picture that color. Picture it moving as light moves through a string or a rope or a beam. And that flow might take on different sizes. An infinity loop goes on for infinity. What shape would that look like as it extends through the universe as we put out peace, gentleness, Sometimes I hear doubt as I sense gentleness coming back in. So accustomed to talk to myself harshly. I might bring in the energy of confidence. Confidence that gentleness is what's needed. Gentleness is strength. Thoughts come to mind of things going on in the world, and I always think of forgiveness. Pushing out forgiveness. Feeling this flow of forgiveness go through the homes and the lives of people that we love, people that confuse me, people that don't make sense. And I maybe just don't understand, but I feel that flow of forgiveness flow. Forgiveness is gentle. And immediately as this forgiveness is pushed out, we can feel the forgiveness resonate within us. And those frustrations can be calmed. Let's take a deep guttural breath as we feel this flow of energy flowing out into the universe, coming back through us and into the universe again. As we begin to feel it as a constant flow that just becomes part of who we are, let's take a deep breath and consider that we are gentleness. We are forgiveness. What is this gentleness, this loving kindness, this forgiveness doing right now? How much is being soothed and settled in the world with the intention of this energy as we push it out in our breath and accept it back in as we inhale? The inhale is the acknowledgement. The exhale is the acknowledgement of truth. The acknowledgement of kindness, the acknowledgement of gentleness, of any other energy you've chose to push and accept. The breath is the acknowledgement that it already exists in us and in the universe and in those that it flows through. When I see this light of energy flowing beyond my ability to see, in my mind's eye, sometimes it takes on the color of light with maybe a golden hue, maybe even a more brilliant yellow. forgiveness moves out through the world, through anyone and everyone. Sometimes it's blue and different shades of blue. Sometimes it's pink. It can take any color that I end up seeing. Continue to breathe at that intentional pace. And think of what this force of energy coming from us into the world looks like as we move throughout our days. When we close out of this formal guided meditation, that loop and that energy we're pushing into the world can continue through every moment of our days. What's it look like when we stand up and walk and move around? How does the consciousness of what we're putting out into the world consistently flowing back through us affect my intentions of how I'm going to walk and how I'm going to behave? Who comes to mind that I might be able to move energetically this intention towards and through, and envision feeling this energy move through that person's life, knowing that that is the energy that's going to continue to flow through us as we move with this intention? If we feel flooded, if we feel a heightened sense of awareness throughout our day, we feel anxiety, can we reinvigorate with another deep breath this energy and this vision of this flow, and breathe in and muster up all the kindness, the love, the gentleness, and the peace, and the forgiveness. Just bottle it all up as we breathe in. Take this huge breath out and push it out into the world. And feel those other things melt and turn into that energy and flow through us again. As we come to an end of our meditation this morning, just want you to consider that possibility, that through one solid deep breath, we can be right back in this space, and right back in this energy of receiving everything we need to be everything we're meant to be. And to kindly, gently bring ourselves back to that breath and back to that energy as we just be the energy of peace and love and forgiveness. Now, if your eyes have been closed, let's take a deep breath and I'll gently allow our eyes to just begin to open. Start looking around the room, wherever you're sitting. And see if you can notice the energy around you. See if you can feel kind. Notice gentleness. You might want to move your body a little bit. I like to scrunch my shoulders. If you have a headset, you might even want to get up and stretch around, move around, stretch a bit. Just take one more really deep inhale, filling your chest, filling your abdomen, just filling it as much as you can, in as much as you can, and just breathe out as deep as you can, and feel all of that energy as a continuous flow, so you can take that with you for your entire day. A quick reminder as we come to an end. There will be a group tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. There will be a meditation again tomorrow morning, same time as we have today. And there is a group call today at 2 p.m. Tomorrow, we're offering an open support call at 9 p.m. for anyone and everyone impacted by a loved one's addiction. Please invite anyone you know to that call. It's set up to offer support to families not in the balm, though anyone is welcome. Peace and love to all, and thank you for sharing this space with me this morning, sharing your energy, and sharing your beautiful intentions. Have a great day.